Debra came into the kitchen and she had a real funny look on her face. And I said, Debra, what's wrong? She said, there's still mold in this kitchen. I said, there can't be. We removed most of the walls and cleaned everything. There's nothing left, right? The air quality samples were fine. So she started walking around the walls and around the perimeter of the kitchen, from what I remember, and she got to a certain point and she started shaking. Her hands started to shake. And sure enough, under the baseboard, we took the baseboard off and there was a little spot of mold underneath that baseboard.
It started back in 2011, and Debra was healthy. In either June or July, she was bit by a tick. By August, she was throwing up a lot. She started using a cane to walk, starting to have some convulsions, seizure type stuff. Debra was down to 95 pounds, was getting to a point where she was bedridden. I was up in January 2013 every 15 minutes, carrying her back and forth to the bathroom. And then I would get up in the morning after being up most of the night, go to work. And one of those times when I was at work, Darren called me up and he said, Mom's complaining that her chest is hurting, she can't breathe. Called 911 and I met the ambulance there, and my wife is screaming in pain and convulsing, and we really thought she was going to be gone. The doctor comes in and they do all their tests and he said, oh, there's nothing wrong with your wife. And as the doctor was saying that, she starts convulsing on the table. There was a prayer meeting in a small town, small church where we've never been. I guess it's a friend of Debra's. They were praying for Debra, and a lady came up and gave her the name of the doctor and said, you need to get her to this doctor. And at first they said it was going to take us 6 months to get in. And I said, she's not going to live 6 months. I actually had a witness come in and have her sign off power of attorney to me. And when the witness left, she said, I hope you guys are ready, because she's not going to live that much longer. When I told them everything that was going on, they said, well, nurse practitioner has an opening this week, do you want it? And so we went in there, and that's where we began to find everything out.
She has chronic immune activation causing her fatigue, causing her brain fog, causing all the symptoms she has. And for her, it was a combination of things, one of which was mold exposure, and then she also had some infectious agents that were contributing to her problems as well. Lots and lots of us are allergic to molds, but that's not really what was going on with her. So she had what's called a biotoxin illness. So certain molds, not all of them, but certain molds will make toxins that we inhale, and those toxins will aggravate our immune system, and then the immune system creates all these symptoms. And not everybody's sensitive to them. So this is a genetic aspect to it. What's supposed to happen is we filter them out, our immune system recognizes them, gets rid of them, we're done. For people like Debra, that doesn't happen. Her immune system doesn't get rid of them. They just get reabsorbed. They circulate through the body, irritate the immune system, get filtered out, get reabsorbed over and over and over again. So even if you take her out of a situation of mold, it may take quite a while for her immune system to calm back down. If you have a biotoxin illness like that, even a very small amount of those toxins will make you very, very sick.
We were praying, and I heard God say, you need to start looking for another house. And I'm like, okay, that's great, but I have no money, I have no credit, everything's shot with this whole thing. And then Debra says to me, as we're praying, she said, I feel like I'm not going to make it another winter in this house. Sure enough, she ends up in the hospital. Her whole body just broke down again, and she ended up having pneumonia. And I knew that I couldn't take her back to the house we were in.
Where they were living was not a good place for her because it had quite a bit of mold. And what we do is try and find a clean place for her to live, and that's really a challenge with somebody who has mold problems and lives in Michigan, because every house has some mold. It's very, very hard to create a house in Michigan that is mold-free.